Yo, welcome back to the Packweight Show. Back here with my legendary co-hosts, John and Frank. What's up, dudes?
What's up, B? What's up, Frank? Herman?
What's up, John?
And our guest today, none other than the OG legend himself, Herman Potgieter, aka HP, aka HP Sauce, aka the Grey Goose, aka the White Crane, Mr. Alien
Crane.
Toes
Blue Crane?
himself.
No.
Blue Crane?
That's new.
It's the Blue Crane.
AKA DJ Finger Blister, the elusive Herman.
It's Mr.
Potgieter.
Finger Blister. Away.
Welcome, Herman. How are you, bro?
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, no,
to
it's-
the chaos.
Wasn't
So good.
easy to
Happening?
track you down, Herms. Wasn't easy to track you down. You're a hard man to nail down,
Well, it's my job,
to stay.
international spy stuff.
Spy by day, Bride by night.
There we go.
No, it's a real
That's,
pleasure to have you, bro. And yeah, for our guests that maybe don't know Herman, I mean, anyone that rollerblades knows Herman, but he was the OG legend in the rollerblading scene. When we first started and we would go to East Rand Mall, Herman was already killing the mini ramp, 360s over the spine, the works, flat spin,
Yeah.
faster sleep.
My shins were already dented before you guys got there.
The flat spin king.
I already had sore ankles, so you're welcome.
And nursing the wrists.
The wrists. Oh,
Yeah,
the
so
old wrists.
your years of rollerblading, winning competitions, starting out as a vert ramp specialist, and then quickly moving on to becoming one of the most stylish and street skaters, sick amplitude, grinding both ways.
I think the verting came from the mini ramp at Boogaloos. That was like a go-to type of thing, So it all started there. And then obviously watching Chris Edwards, he was like the ultimate vert guy. And yeah, we all wanted to do like a, what do you call that? Where you can stick your leg out, like, can't even remember what you
Rocket.
call it. Rocket. There we go.
Yeah.
He was the boss rocket guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, just to go back a little bit, like because obviously when we met you, you were already skating when we met you at East Rand Mall. So who got you into skating? How did you find yourself on rollerblades? How did that come about? Did you go from skateboarding, or what's the origin story, Herman?
I did start with skateboarding. I
Mm.
mean, my parents bought me and my brother one of those special pick and pay boards with plastic brakes and rail slide things, and we'd like bomb hills, and that's how it started.
Veriflex.
Yeah, and then the whole rollerblade thing, I think it was like 92 or 94. No, it was earlier. 92, yeah, somewhere around there.
92, yeah.
Rollerblades became like a thing, and my buddy had a pair of rollerblades. And when I put them on, I was like, wow. It literally
I'm sorry,
feels like,
where in the world is this? Where are you staying at this point?
That was in
What's
Boxburg.
life look like? Okay.
I was in Boxburg, yeah.
And you're in high school or
I think I was
primary school or
about
what?
standard 4, primary school, standard 4,
Okay.
5, somewhere around there. I started and I tried his skates out, and then what were those skates? Jokaris. They were like $200. Super plastic. Worst things in the world. Like full on snap. That's my first ankle snapper. I got a pair of those, and I roll around in that, and then kind of figured out, okay, cool, we can go to Boogaloos with these plastic wheels and go skate on a wooden ramp and really destroy your ankles, because there's no grip with plastic wheels.
Yeah.
You just like kind of. Oh, and another thing, that we went ice skating there by the ice rink in Boxburg. It was like a place to go when you're younger, and it was like to go somewhere. It's very dodge, but
was it at East Rand Mall?
It was just around the corner from East Rand Mall.
Okay.
It was like if you go towards the highway and that main road left. So as kids,
right by there.
Yeah, so we used to go hang out there on Friday nights and go and like ice skate until the rollerblades came along. And you're like, whoa, I don't have to just turn left. I can turn right now.
Because they'd make you go in one direction.
No,
all
you
time.
just go left.
like
you go left.
like
then-
NASCARs.
Yeah, and then you get the lacquer. Oh, he's got his like PT shorts on, you know, he's like seasoned ice skater. He hoists backwards. You know, he does those T-stops when the ice sprays like that. That was cool, bro. He was like, yo. And then when you try it and your skate hooks in the ice and then you end up doing your first flat spin. It was also cool.
Flat spin on flat.
Yeah. Yeah,
So after the
that's,
Jokaris, what skates did you get that you were training with on the mini ramp?
remember, what were they called? Turbines.
Yes.
Remember those skates? So got a pair of turbines. They at least had nice wheels on.
Go fast.
But they had the spokes, remember? The wheels came with the spokes. So you'd break those like instantly, one air, and then it's like, and then your skate starts going. But they also had that cool air vent at the bottom, you know.
Yes.
To keep
That
your
was very
foot
cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Didn't work at all.
I was going to say.
Yeah, just basically
work.
allowed a lot of dust to come into your skate.
Yeah,
It was
no,
a cool
was-
idea.
That was a cool selling point, but no,
Yes.
no, it didn't work at all.
Gimmick.
And then I think from there it was straight to Roces, I think.
Yeah, you had the Impalas? Or they were called Vert.
No, there was the ones before that. The Roces came out with like a before the Majestic. We still had the
Roces
weird
Street.
plastic
It was the
street.
Street.
Yeah, the streets.
Mm.
Started with those. And then yeah, the Impalas and the Majestics came around. Majestic was obviously like lasted us for how many years we skated on those skates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to
Hard
backslide them until there was a hole in the boot.
In the boot. Then
Oh, yeah.
then they're only ready. Then they're ready.
Warmed
Because
up.
then you can feel
Yeah.
the rail while you're grinding it, like at
On your foot,
2
yeah.
kilometer per hour speed.
You gotta wash the wax out of your sock.
Yeah.
So who were you skating with initially there, Herm, in the early days?
I think mainly ones who were hanging out at the skate park, you know. Like there was I had a lot of skateboarder friends, so I used to just skate with them, you know. They skateboarded, I rollerbladed. Was a bit of a beef with rollerbladers and skateboarders, but it wasn't like that. We were skating, we were all school friends, so
Yeah.
wasn't a
At
problem.
that age, everyone just wanted to have fun. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I would do both. I would skateboard and
Mm.
rollerblade, but eventually just carried on rollerblading. And,
oh, I think
But
you had quite
that back
a
then
talent for
was-
it.
well, I
Go
don't
ahead,
know.
Frank.
I
Yeah,
just wanted to say, I think back then it was before the whole beef thing started.
Yeah.
yeah. It was the skateboarding culture from America, I guess, that kind of
Yeah.
insinuated like it's not cool. And then somehow they've got that tend to be like, oh yeah, we don't hang with the rollerbladers, whatever. But if you're in the skate park where I grew up, it doesn't matter what you do, you know. People would cheer you on if you do a cool trick. If it was on skateboards or rollerblades, it doesn't matter.
Mm.
And then yeah, I met like you guys. You guys used to come to Boogaloos as well, and it was cool to have like other people rollerblading, you know, feed off them and stuff. So it's cool.
Yeah. Well, when did you first make it out to Kailami and that side?
Sure. I remember Kailami didn't have anything there. It was basically the vert ramp and that 8-foot ramp and a whole bunch of rails lying around.
Mm.
And I remember going out for the first time with a dude called Shane Robinson. He had a car. He was a little bit older than us, so he had to drive us. He drove us out to Kailami. We would skate there. And yeah, it was fun. Connect all the rails. Remember that? Every single rail you connect it to the next one, and then you try to grind the whole thing. So dodgy.
Yo, let's pull up some of these pictures because I mean the first one here is the 1995 South
yeah.
African what's it called, national competition at Sun City,
Yes.
and here's Herman getting a handshake from Arlo.
Yeah, I made
Brent
him
in
a
the
brewery,
background.
and he was super happy with the way I seasoned it. So he was like, "Good job, bro. You should stop rollerblading and just keep on with the brine." That's basically what he was saying over there.
I think you
That's
seasoned that
important.
vert ramp as well, and you won you won
Yeah.
first place in the vert competition, right?
Yes, I did. It was a hectic vert. It was like over vert. And I
Yeah.
actually, when I look at this photo now, the camera that Rene is holding is the camera that we filmed. What's that movie name?
African Link.
That's it. That's the camera.
Yes.
No
Sick,
way.
man. And then I got it from you, I think. I've still got that camera. If it's the same one.
No, I don't think so.
It was a
Maybe.
Sony, I think, right?
I made a robot out of it.
Oh, sick. Okay. No, I did
And-
get a camera from you. We traded something at some stage, but
Okay.
obviously not that one. That's too old.
Yeah, no, it's too old.
But yeah, we missed you on the African Link watch through. You got to join us for the stereotype party.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
And so tell us about the vert competition here at Sun City. I mean, how old are you?
I think I was 16 at
Yeah.
that point. And never skated a ramp that big, I don't think. And I remember just Rene killing it, like full on. And I was just like, couldn't believe Arlo and Rene and Jess. You know,
Yeah.
it was probably the first pro skaters we ever met. And we were all young. And I just remember Brent and Mel hooking up that whole competition, and it was so cool. And it felt like a proper, like, yo, this is the nationals, you know, this is where the big dogs roll, you know. Even though those ramps were so, if you look back at it now, they were so dodgy. They were so small and like.
At the time, it was the craziest shit we would ever seen, though. It was
I
such
think
early days.
Yeah, I think it's where everything came together, really. Like that's where all the different crews like met each other, and you know everyone's like, oh, okay, cool. These are all the other people that's into skating, which is cool. So from there on, I think it just grew. What can you do?
It did. I mean, these early days, it was, I mean, as you say, if you started in 92, that's when it started exploding from like California, the US. And so obviously we started getting rollerblades here, and we were all kids. And I mean, it was just so fun to roll around. I remember because I had tried like someone's roller skates, and like that was quite fun. And then once you try rollerblades, it was like, yo, this is next level. Like it's so much faster, easier to turn, and just like, yo, we had such a fun time doing it.
I also think that there was a time when they started like making skates for like what we do. It was just normal rollerblades, you know, like with a big ass brake on the back or whatever. So they started making the frames like the Majestic, you know. It was the first. I remember seeing Arlo in the Majestic. So I was like so in awe with these skates, you know. I just wanted these Majestic 12s, you know, they're like gray with this weird frame. Like, need those, you know, and you look at your little shitty skates, you're like, damn it.
Yeah, I think they had an H block in them. They were like one of the first skates to have an H block, and you didn't, you know, you'd still put on grind plates though. Now that I think,
you would, those red.
But they were still better than what had come before because they did have
Yeah.
some piece back there that made it easier to soul grind on.
Structural.
The idea was there to make better skates, you know, for grinding and stuff.
Well, obviously before that, I mean, it had been mostly for roller hockey and stuff and recreational skating. Did you ever play roller hockey, Herm, or skip that?
I dabbled.
No, I think you were very quickly onto the ramps.
That didn't last very long.
That's where the fun was at. And speaking of ramps, where are we here?
This is Germiston Bowl.
Yes.
It was like a snake
bowl
run.
is so big, and you're quite high out of it. That's epic.
And it's about a 6-foot transition with like 3 foot of vert. So you already started airing like about 2 foot into the vert.
Yeah.
So to get that high, it doesn't look high, but it's cock high.
No,
You know,
and
Yeah,
scary
the
because
deep
that thing
end of
was
the
steep.
ball
scary.
is.
And it's solid concrete. Like it's still there today. Actually,
It is still there.
people still skating it. Started off in a little snake run. It's about a foot high, going all the way into a little snake down into this bowl, which was probably the first vert ramp kind of thing I skated. We went back and we were like, cool. We got our knee pads, we got our elbow pads, and we're just gonna like Chris Edwards it out, you know.
Yeah.
Try and mimic
Sick.
all the tricks from day to air, you know.
Yeah. So was
Big
this
Couple of
before the
tweaks done.
nationals?
Yes, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got turbines on there. I think it's the turbines.
So
Yeah.
I wasn't sure putting the photos together, the timeline on some of them, but that makes sense.
It could be after. I'm not sure. This is definitely after. I think those are the Impalas. They're on the right
Yes.
with the soul ground. The
So this is
Boogaloos.
Boogaloos, East Rand Mall.
Yeah, yeah. That was the mini ramp in the back there that I
Yeah.
just
Dominated.
yeah, just loved
Owned
that
it.
thing, bro. Owned it.
Yeah, it was so nice.
And also that transition there was pretty cool. You remember that? The
I do.
The wall to wall.
ramp
What
thing. Wall to
you were
wall.
one of the
big.
first dudes I saw go from one to the other, like on rollerblades
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, that was
Um,
mind blowing at that age.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
super high
Shocked.
risk. I mean, at this
Super
sort of
high.
level of skating for us, that was very high risk. I don't even think I ever did it actually. And that rail that you grinding was like a double rail, but I remember it
Yes.
sliding very, very well.
Yeah. Super low. Super dodgy.
Yeah.
Shins. My
Low
shins
rails
are
are so
hurting.
scary.
Oh, they're
I
so
think
scary.
I think I saw you for the first time at Boogaloos too, just like everyone else, obviously. And I still had these plastic skates, but you already were on, I think, Roces Streets, or even maybe, yeah, I think it was Roces
Impalas
Streets.
for the streets.
Yeah, it was Streets.
Mhm.
And there was this wet puddle in front of the box, and I hit it with my plastic wheels
Oh,
and full on slipped out and
oh,
aired over the box and landed straight on my hip on the other side.
oh.
Dude.
And I had this big ass like ball.
Hematoma.
Hematoma.
Yeah, it was terrible. I couldn't walk for like weeks after that.
Oof.
You
That is
didn't do
brutal.
it properly if you didn't have a hematoma.
But I swallowed my little tears running out of my eyes because I wanted to not show my tears in front of you
Pain.
My
guys.
pain.
You know, my pain. I walked away, like crippled away there, but I was crying inside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Waited for it to rain so I could cry.
dude, I remember
Exactly.
I knocked myself out on that ball ride there. I did like
What?
half a backflip and then fell on my chin. Got a moerse cut on my chin. I think I was lying there for like 5 minutes and then woke up with these people standing around me. And they're like, are you like okay, dude? I'm like, I'm fine, man. I'm fine. Then I think you should go like just, you're bleeding quite a lot from your chin. So I'm like, check my chin. I'm like, oh yeah, I am. So you try and mold at like a little medical, area there. I don't know. So I went there and the guy's like, okay, where do you stay? I had no idea. Didn't know what my name was. Totally had like this little semi-concussion. And then,
Jeez.
drank a Disprin, got a plaster and just went back and skated.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's not like you can phone anyone to like come pick me up. I've hurt myself. You just got to wait until the prearranged time.
That skate park was like about 3 k's from our house. So we used to skate there. So if you after like a whole day of skating, you skate back, but you're so tired. You like walk skate. You know when you like walk skate, like we used to do that a lot.
Just spent.
Yeah. spent, done.
And tell me, dude, what was the relationship with the guys at Boogaloos? Because it felt like you kind of were sponsored by them or something, or what was the?
It was kind of like a sort of sponsor. I could skate at the park for free. That was cool.
Okay.
And
Best.
they'd give you like products at discount. So it wasn't like a full-on sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you must
So
have
was
been
that-
one of the first sponsored skaters then, because no one else had any sort of, hookup from anyone other than Mum and
Yeah.
Brent. That's when we all started getting stuff. But before that, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't like, I got to skate at the park for free. They gave you a cool Boogaloos t-shirt, woo.
Very
And
cool.
you'd get discounts on wheels and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kind of
That was nice at that time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you're a lighty. The wheels are expensive,
It's better than a kick in the
remember-
nuts.
Yeah, I remember that they had hyper wheels, which was most like
Hyper fat
that was the
boys.
thing. Hyper fat boys.
Fat boys, giants,
Those were
and the
sick.
midgets.
midgets. Yeah, they were laying cool wheels and they had cool graphics on as well.
Those and Cosmo wheels were the ultimate.
Cosmo or the
Get
ultimate.
Cosmo. You had some Cosmos, Herman, or I always
Yeah.
remember you having Cosmos actually.
Those were the best. Those were really my go-to wheel.
So sick.
Yeah. That on the right, that photo on the right's actually Daryl Harding. Remember that guy?
I remember the name.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
That
Isn't
American
he the
dude
guy
that
that came with Arlo and them to the Nationals?
Yes. That dude.
With the rollerball ad.
Yes. Yeah.
Was he in it?
Yes.
Okay.
He was in it.
He was the dude
Yeah.
grinding the rail with the rollerballs.
All right.
Yeah.
Where is he now?
Well, yeah.
Where is he rolling now?
I mean, that's quite a contraption, that rail that's been built
That-
over there.
Yeah,
That
there's
is
what
the-
you're talking about, Herman, sticking all the
That's
rails
the
together.
setup. Yeah.
Oh.
So dodgy. Because they were just stuck together. They weren't like welded or anything.
Yeah.
So
That's
like
right.
mid grind, there was nothing. The
But
rail
wasn't
just kind
this
of goes
rail
away.
the rail that was welded onto the
Yes.
box of
Fun
the
box.
Nationals
Nationals.
box?
Yeah.
This first kink, I remember that kink. It's
The
Is it?
small
was
one. Yeah.
ruthless.
Yeah, it was so not a
He
good
basically
That's
just
rough.
flew off it and landed at the bottom, basically. He never
on
grinded
your
really
ribs.
down.
So many ribs that rail's taken. So many.
More than your bra.
More than
Snatching up souls.
Seen more ribs
Yeah.
than Herman's girl.
And this picture on the left was from a magazine, right? Which magazine did
Yeah,
this
it's
come
from Daily Bread, actually.
Oh, so from that year when they came to the Nationals in '95.
Yeah. So I think they came to Boogaloos one day. Arlo and Jess and Rene. Rene didn't even
Yes.
skate. He wasn't even impressed.
No, he was like, "This shit is too small."
well, you want me to like jump over this with my feet? I don't. What do you want me to do with this? I think
But
Arlo
Jess
had
was such a
little
good
session.
photographer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
Jess was a dang
Yeah.
photographer and
photo.
was really nice shots.
So I was
The old
pretty
scroll
stoked to
grab.
be in Daily Bread. We all wanted to be in
Yeah.
Daily Bread,
Very
Wow.
stoked. I remember we saw
Made
this
it.
and we were all like, "This is dope."
Yeah, we were like, South Africa's on the map, yes.
Yeah. Oh, the graffiti.
Exactly. Yeah, that's Kyle Army as well, eh?
Yeah, I think that was the 8-foot ramp that used to be attached to the 11-foot. That
Yes,
Malmbrand.
from look ahead, you
board.
can almost still see the look ahead behind it there. In between the rust, you can see a little bit of a.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that was a cool ramp, eh?
Very
Yeah.
cool. And it's quite
I
a sick
remember that
invert
jam.
there.
Oh, thanks, man. So you upgraded to the Majestic 12s.
Oh yes. Oh, we loved those skates when we got them. They were so much better than what we'd had before that, basically. Or
such an improvement, yeah.
Mm.
Because the frames I remember from the streets were much higher, you know. And this was the skate that they made. They made it kind of like, because they was accommodated for 80mm wheels. I think
Yes.
the biggest wheel you could put on was like 56.
Yeah,
They
the
came with
Senate
those little-
lowriders
Yeah, the low
came with
rider.
the lowriders. Remember?
Yeah,
Mm.
that was
Yeah, lower
sick,
center of gravity was way better.
Yeah. Oh, the crane. Crane arms.
Yo, those are some long arms, bro. Long arms.
They're long arm.
You
That
were
was the
sucking
personal
nicely
crane.
here.
Caw-caw. So that was the 11-foot that was attached to the 8-foot.
Yes.
Yeah. And Brent really made that ramp nice. Eh?
Oh yeah.
It was
Cleaned it up.
was terrible.
I think they cut it down a
deadly.
little bit.
Mm.
I think they did actually, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it was much higher.
And used to
Yeah.
have that extension on the one end, the 13-foot.
Yeah.
I remember it still had an extension, but only a small
Did it?
piece that
Yeah.
Brent, and then eventually he took it away.
Cut that off.
Eventually
as
got
well.
rid of it.
Yeah.
And was
And
this
there in the
also in a
middle, huh?
magazine?
No. I was random
Sticker.
photos we took. Oh, then the 976. That was a sticker I put on there. Don't know why.
Oh,
Just
sick.
to do that.
No, it looks rad.
Yeah.
You got
That
the
was
white
like
a
one.
magazine.
No, that was in America actually when I was there.
The one in the
that,
middle as well.
The one in the middle and the one on the right.
Coffee?
Ah,
Mm.
thank you.
Donkey?
More
So
coffee.
tell us
nice,
about that
yeah.
trip, Herman. Tell us about that trip. When did you go to the States?
I went when I was 19 or 20. Because Dave Kolash, he came down to South Africa. And then he was like, yeah, if you're ever in Florida, because we always just travel to Florida from Africa all the time, just pop by.
Just swing by. You can stay at me.
just swing by. So yeah, I think at that time I finished school and decided, just gonna go and check it out. So I went and stayed with Dave for, I think it was like 6 or 8 months.
Oh,
And
damn.
skated in 6 months. It was 6 months. Yeah, I stayed with Dave and met other skaters in America and stuff. That picture on the right is also a local park near where Dave stays, and it had that curb thing you check there. The one day I remember, and I was telling John about. He was saying these are some unseen stuff, but there's some stuff that's never been seen, and you'll never see it again. I did an alley-oop soul down that curb, and there was no one around, and I could never do it again.
No
I
evidence.
was no evidence. You could tell me I'm lying right now. And I was like looking around, and I was like, damn it. And I could never do the trick ever again. So,
Where's my props?
yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, so I skated there in Florida, because he lived in where is it, Orange County, somewhere in Florida. Yeah, we just skated and had fun as kids, really. Went
That's so rad,
to
bro.
went to a NIS competition, entered a NIS competition, and came 16th,
Nice.
which was last.
Pretty good. Well,
Yeah.
that happened to me at Kailami. I
It's
entered the
tough.
Kailami comp and also came dead last in beginners. So
Dead last. Yeah. But it was fun. Yeah, I had lots of fun in the States.
I didn't realize you were over there for that long, dude. So 6 months. Like,
Yeah, I was there for quite a while.
that must have been rad.
Yeah, because Dave obviously had connections with, he would go to little local competitions. We went to Alabama. I mean, went all around Florida for these small little competitions, all leading up to like the NIS competition, which is cool. It was a cool experience, like just to be in that circuit, you know. And
Yeah.
met Tyler Shields and skated with him, and a whole bunch of other dudes. Maxie Broom, I don't know if you remember that guy.
That
Yeah,
was
really
huge
good
at the
skaters,
time.
yeah.
I mean, the NIST
Yeah.
competitions were fucking televised in the US.
yeah, they were huge.
So it
They were
was
huge.
that was really cool.
Yeah, was very different to what we saw on TV, really, because we see the rail and we see the box, and you're like, yeah, and then you see it in real life, and it's actually just as dodgy as what Kyle was. Like a stick together ramp. You check his rails a bit wobbly, you're like, whoa, dude, like how the hell?
Scary.
And then you check all these pros, and they're like bombing all these tricks on this rail, and you're like, whoa, okay, maybe not. I'll just try a Royale. I'm not gonna go and like try top acid because that would be a Musa thing,
And death defying.
Yeah. That photo of the car was also in America. There was this dude this is like a very southern type person, if you will, rednecky.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell by the car. And he told me, grind my car, dude. Just grind my car. And I was like, no, bro. He's like, nah, bro, fucking, I want you to grind my car. And he was so stoked when I did a back rail in his bonnet. He was like, I'm never washing my car again, because he thought I was like some pro from South Africa, but I wasn't. I was just hanging out with Dave. And then eventually, the owner of the park came to me and he was like, just tone it down, dude. You can't like be grinding people's cars. Take it into the park. But yeah, my first car grind.
Sick.
Sick, dude.
And what's this top mistrial on the right over here?
Top Missy. I think that was
Styles.
with Alon, I think. Me, him and Cliff. I think John as well. We went at these little sessions where we would go and skate around schools. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's a school in like Bryanston or something. So I remember
I think
others
so.
also hitting the trail, and it was quite hectic. It was quite steep, and
It
I
was
think
steep.
there's clips of maybe you doing it, B. I can't
I think
remember,
so.
but yeah, it was that area.
The grass was very forgiving.
Yeah, but the
was-
landing was kind of rough tarmac. Like if you made it to the bottom and then fell, it was pretty. And as John said, it was quite steep. So it was a scary one. That's very
It
nice.
was a scary one.
Yeah.
So I try to keep
Nice.
it chronological, but I wasn't 100% sure when all of these things happen. I try to gauge it almost by the skates. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
can see what skates you're in, and then like, okay, that was before. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The crane enters.
crane.
Enter the crane.
It's the Kung Lao.
The Kung Lao,
Amazing shot.
yes. That is cool. That was in Cape Town, I think, for the first one of the Alex Grolls, I think.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So actually, that's in African Link, that comp. Remember?
Yes. 2000 or 2001. Like, was it Century City?
Century City, yeah. That was then.
So
And
sick,
the other
dude.
one on
You're
the
so
left.
high.
Ratanga,
Crazy.
maybe.
The
That
other one
could
on the
be.
left was in Denmark.
Oh, nice.
You went to
Yeah.
visit Tom Alquist there for some time.
Tom
Yeah.
and Rene.
Also around that
Yeah.
time, early 2000, 2001.
I think so, yeah. Because I remember Rene, how did I think it was Red Bull. No, it couldn't have been.
Before Red Bull.
Before Red Bull, yeah.
Mm.
Because then, that was a funny thing. I skated in a competition there, and everyone was Danish. So the commentator Danish, and I didn't understand a thing. And it was the coolest competition because you could drink beer. Like that was
yes.
I think the competition was like sponsored by Carlsberg. So
Amazing.
not like Capricorn or anything. It's like full on Carlsberg. So
Who needs a Red Bull when you got
so after your run, they're like, here's like a cold one for you, and like so it was like skated in the competition, and then me and Tom Alquist were sitting on the side, and we were smoking a joint, and all I heard was like Danish and then Herman Potgieter. And I was like, oh no, are they busting us for smoking or what's happening? And then the dude's like, no, come here, bro, come here. It's like, what? I'm sorry. Just, South Africans, I'm sorry, bro, I'm sorry.
Jammer.
Ek is jammer. Moet my nie slaan nie. And then I think I came fifth in like the amateur vert skating competition, which I was like, what? Okay. Gave me some
Sick.
cash, and yeah, that was cool.
So,
Fair trip.
probably jumping around a little bit again, but obviously here you're already sponsored by Roces.
Yes. And
how did
Rene,
how did that come about? How did you meet Mel and Brent? How did they approach you to say we want you to ride for Roces? How did that all come about?
I think it was probably skating at Kyalami, those competitions for the first time.
So they didn't sponsor you after the nationals. It wasn't like because you won, you were sponsored. You got to go overseas.
Well,
you went to Switzerland because of that.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. I think they did like a little semi sort of sponsor for me and Toby, because Toby won the street.
Yeah.
And I won the vert. And the prize for that was to go to Lausanne, Switzerland, to go skate in the world champs over there. So they paid for our trip there. And yeah, I think it started from around about that time, the sponsors. And then, yeah, later on, you got you guys on. And I remember Frank and Garrett was also in Switzerland at the time. You guys also came through.
Yeah, that was in '98, I think. So way after the nationals. 1 year we both went to Switzerland. Yeah. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, it was cool because then you like saw all the pro skate, all the people we looked up to, were all there. John Julio, TJ Weber, Josh Petty, Arlo, Rene,
crazy,
Tom Fry. I skated actually in my category in vert was Eito Yasutoko. He won the vert because we skated the amateur vert. He won. He was 8 years old.
No.
I was 16.
What?
Crazy.
He was 8, dude. I remember checking this little kid, but I'm like, nah, this kid ain't got nothing. He's got these glasses on and stuff. And then he drops in and he's like, poof. You're like, oh no, I haven't even got my knee pads on. This is doing like fucking California rolls. What's going on here?
Wait, was Eito the older brother and then Takeshi was the younger brother?
Takeshi was younger, yeah.
The younger brother one, Takeshi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Eito was the older one.
Dude, Takeshi was an absolute killer. He was so small, but just went
so small.
Huge. He went huge on those
Dude, he had so much power. Like, for such a small little person.
Yeah.
You know.
Incredible skaters.
Yeah. Skated there with Manuel Baleras. That was also cool.
Whoa.
To check them. And yeah, it was quite a big eye-opener for, having so many pros in one spot, and you in Switzerland, and we're from like Boogaloos, and now there's all these people.
Dude, such an inspiration and so rad to skate.
I actually have a shirt. I can grab it. It's got all the signatures on.
You still got it.
Yeah, wait. Let me see if I can find it quick. Hold on.
This interlude brought to you by Lino Skate Shop, Cape Town.
Sponsors.
Yeah.
I got it.
Quick commercial break. Make sure to get all your gear from Lino Skate Shop.
So this was the...
Oh, shit. I remember that shirt.
Hold it up close. Yes. Sick.
And then on the back of the shirt.
Yes, dude. I remember that shirt. Wow.
I think there's Arlo, Brian Powell,
Herman,
Randy Spicer.
Damn.
That's wild that you still have that, dude. It's going on 20 years.
Cesar Mora, Dawn Everett, Scott Crawford,
What year is that, Herms?
Ryan Jacklin.
Ryan Jacklin.
What year is it? This was shit, man.
I thought
I
it
didn't
said
even
on there.
say.
Sorry. Yeah.
It was
can't
probably
read.
96, 97.
Yeah,
Or
that's what I would
98.
think. Luzon.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't really say. But yeah, I still got it.
Amazing. Yo, that's cool. Legendary. It's going on 20 years and you still got it there.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
my girlfriend's like, you must throw that thing away, bro. It's stuff. I'm like, no,
Silence.
you don't understand. Oh, I love this photo.
Yeah, dude. It's an amazing photo. Eh? And that's your beetle there, I think, in the
That's the
background.
grey
Next to the
goose.
Roces mobile.
The
Yeah.
Grey Goose.
That's how we used to roll, eh? Late afternoon, chilling. Those were the
Winter.
days.
Mm.
Yeah, snot nose
leash.
skating.
What was this air called here that you were doing? Some kind of parallel or something?
Parallel
I
that
don't
grab.
know. Parallel booty grab.
Not now, babe.
Yeah, not now, babe.
And
I'm
I think
reminiscing
it's
of it.
that grab. I don't know.
yeah, parallel that
Parallel,
grab.
yeah.
Or parallel mute maybe.
But
Sick.
I don't know who took this photo, but they did a bloody good job.
Mm.
Oh,
The
yeah.
sun and everything.
Amazing
But that was
shot.
such a great time that we had there at Kailami. Yeah. We all just hang out and like skate and talk and
Yeah.
I remember
We had such good times.
such good times. I think who are all the people at the bottom there?
Yo,
Can't really
I don't
see.
know. Eh? No. Hard
But
to
that's
say.
definitely the Grey Goose and Brent's van.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Very
Roces
cool.
man, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Chunmi, how did is the you've obviously all those photos where you're wearing the Red Bull helmet, you like a Red Bull sponsored rider. So how did that come about and what did they provide for you? Because I know we spoke to Cliff about it a little bit, but no, that was his sponsorship with Roces. But yeah, what did Red Bull sort of offer you and what did you have to do in turn for them? And yeah, because you and Cliff were the only rollerbladers sponsored by them
Yeah.
officially.
Well, Cliff got sponsored first, and then later they approached me after a competition and said, "Do you also want to be on the team?" And I was like, "Okay, cool." And basically, they gave you a shit ton of Red Bull, which is a ridiculous amount.
You in Red Bull.
A
Hey.
metric ton.
No one's heart should ever have that much Red Bull. Because we were juiced there, competitions. I remember we didn't have money for Coke, so we just drank these Red Bulls, like 6 of them.
Another Red Bull.
And you chatting, dude. Every me and Cliff were the chattiest people there. You chat, dude. What?
Wired.
No, they did give you like they encourage you to go to competitions. That's why the whole thing Red Bull gives you wings. So they'll pay for you to fly to wherever you want to go
Okay.
and skate in competitions. So I did like one or two of them. Went to the UK and where else did I go? I think Denmark again. But yeah, it was cool. And then they'd give you allowance to, for the duration of your stay and stuff. I mean, the higher profile skater you are, I'm sure you get a paycheck and, you get way more if you like.
Yeah,
What's
so
that
you
guy
want-
with his motorbike,
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then in return, you must just wear the helmet and wear the clothing if you represent their brand. And
Yeah.
obviously drink a shitload of Red Bulls. At one point, people would give me Red Bulls. I'd pretend to drink it and just like give it to some kid and just see what happens to him. And he starts running circles around a tree or something. I remember at the time, I think me and you were staying together, John. No, that was before. This was before. But at one point, me and John had so many Red Bulls in our house, we would we'd literally just give the stuff away because it's like if you just smell it, you're like, yo, just go and throw it in your Beetle for petrol. Like,
Bro, we should have resold those back to like little corner cafes and that sort of thing.
Didn't we do that?
I feel like
I'm sure we did that.
I mean,
I'm
it
sure we
makes
did
sense.
that. It would be something we would do.
Explicitly part of the contract. Do not sell your Red Bulls.
Yeah, well, no.
Promotional purposes only.
Yeah. Fueled by Red Bull. Oh, that's a fancy grab, eh?
Yo,
Was that a...
That's a parallel.
Extreme. Yeah.
That's
It's
a
about as
proper
parallel
parallel.
as it can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Lacquer.
Where's your arm, bro? Where's your left arm gone?
It's blue craning at the back.
In your shirt.
It's a tucky innie.
Yo, but I mean, none of us could really skate vert, and you just had this insane skill.
Almost like a
there was
natural
probably
talent on it. Yeah.
there was probably like 2 or 3 dudes in the country. It was like super rare to be able to skate vert like the way you could. Like some of us could grind or whatever, but not really. It wasn't vert skating; it was street skating on the vert ramp. But yeah, I mean, to watch you skate, as you can see, everyone would stop what they're doing and like, holy shit, Herman's on the vert ramp.
I think the catalyst was the mini ramp at Boogaloos and that concrete bowl in Germiston. We would go there. That would be, if we go skating, we'd do that because we didn't really have much street skating in Boksburg. As you know, it's pretty flat and not much there. So yeah, we wouldn't really we'd go to Edenvale though. Edenvale had some cool street spots, but most of the time we would just hit either Germiston Bowl or the mini ramp at Boogaloos, which I think you learn that sense of how the transitions work and when to pop and off the ramp, and just got into it, And also, obviously, like one of my favorite skaters was Rene. So,
yeah,
you do what your heroes do. So, obviously, not you're going to try and do their tricks and stuff. So,
no Viking flips, but trying to emulate Rene.
No, none of that. Never. You could never touch that.
He was too sick.
And I mean, vert skating was popular in the beginning. It was like equally popular with street. And the skates, I suppose, you could ride a vert ramp with like an all flat setup. Your skates didn't really need to have space for grinding. Like the skates were easily adaptable to the vert ramp, more so than street probably at the time. Street like developed a little bit later, and then everyone started skating street. But
yeah. I know it probably is easier with a flat setup, but I skated street and vert, so my setups are always. I mean, still, I can't skate flat. I've got an anti-rocker system, and that's just how I roll. Vert or street,
Oh, for sure.
Because I mean, with a flat setup, you can turn on a dial, which if I try that now, it doesn't really work for me because it's too turny. Like I'm used to a anti-rocker system.
Oh, for sure. And you don't want to try to do like a farfanugan or a front torque or something like that with a flat setup. It's like you're much more likely to get wheel bites and eat shit.
That's what I saw in the beginning stages with vert skating, with vert skaters trying to do street tricks on the ramp, especially with grinding. You can kind of like air into it.
Yeah, fake it. Yeah.
You're not really putting pressure. You just kind of like you're footing there and you're kind of just gliding along. Where we were like, we want to like grind that thing, and just someone just jumps straight off the coping into the flat off the ramp, why not?
Yeah, I want to feel that grind.
Yeah. Sun City
and doing
huge
shows.
clearance.
That was a cool show. Remember,
Was
John,
Oh, it was super fun.
You also did that gap, I remember.
I did not unscathed. I mean, I told the story already, but yeah, I dig that photo of you going over there, and it was a massive gap, bro. Like
It was huge.
huge.
big.
But also, I think the reason me and you did that gap is because there were these two hot girlies sitting under an umbrella, just where we landed. So it was very impressive, you know, like
Let me
get a
wreck
little
myself
smile.
in front of you.
Yeah.
Help.
A for effort, bro. A for effort. That's for sure.
I also remember we all got these cards to our rooms, which we could like charge like bar tabs at the bar. You know,
That was
it was like
first,
living
That
La
was
Vida
crazy.
Loca. Like that was really cool.
Rock
And I think
stars.
that was the first show as well where Frank's, what was your buddy's name? He was
Andre and Christian.
Andre and
Andre.
Christian started breakdancing on the top of the fun box, and then we started like airing and flipping and spinning over them. And I think that was like the first start of like those shows that we used to do, like train. You remember, like
Yeah.
Swarm.
storm. I remember that one show with Brenton Bell with the Hunters Extreme. Remember that?
Yo, that was wild.
And
I
then
mean,
we were like in this like Coliseum sort of thing in the dark, and we practiced for that. And there was that guy with his belt. Remember, Steve? His belt said Steve. And we were like, who's this guy? He was like the director or something of the whole thing. And then at the time of the show, they just pumped all the smoke and we couldn't see anything. And they were like, swarm. And you know, all of us dropping. We can't see fuck all. Yeah, it was chaos.
yeah, we definitely didn't get along with the sort of corporate side of those sort of events.
They
yeah,
did-
I don't think
they
they
did
liked us.
feed-
we didn't like them, but
They
they
did
put up
at
with
the
us.
end of the couple of Hunters Extremes. Everyone got along very well.
Dude, the luries. Remember the
Yeah,
luries?
the
Holy
Some
shit.
corporate chick in a corporate dress was breakdancing on the fun box, and then Slippy slide herself off the fun box onto the floor, like exposing. Yeah, and there was just chaos. And like,
Yeah.
I remember me and John walking with like 4 crates of Hunter's Gold back to the hotel room.
Yeah,
And
through
we
the
just
casino, I
opened-
remember.
Through the casino, the security guard's like, "What are you doing?" No, it's display. We're just taking it back to the display room.
Stock.
Yeah, like whatever.
Dude, that shit was crazy. It was always like energy drink or something. I mean, and then
Yeah.
energy drink mixed
That's
with
bad.
alcohol. And then because we were a part of it, we drink
And us.
or eat way more. Remember those energy chocolates? They were blue inside.
Fast forward.
And everyone had like a blue mouth.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
as you say, super chatty. Everyone's like, dude.
Buzzing of these.
Yeah.
Why would
things.
they do that to us? Give them sugar.
Yeah.
Yes,
more
make it
energy.
Go faster. Yeah.
No, a
And,
lot of
yeah,
good sponsors there.
Yeah. The best was hanging out with the Oaks though, like on the right.
For
I
sure.
remember Skating with the
That's-
Oaks in town and just like I
That's
remember
close to Ellis
people
Park
like
there.
you can't just go and skate in town. You're gonna get like robbed or but we never got robbed or anything because people are just like, I'm not gonna come close to these guys. They're trying to kill themselves. Like,
Dudes are crazy.
yeah, nah, don't go there. Yeah, fun times.
And
it's actually
this bottom picture, that's like the ranch show or something.
Rancho.
Yeah, that's the ranch show. I think I was setting up to grind the top of that thing there.
We'll ride to Topsail maybe on the Copen.
I was trying to get right to the top, like trying
Topsail
to
on the top.
stall. Yeah, topsail stall on
Huge.
the top.
Yeah, no,
That
that
is
thing
huge.
was like 7-8 feet tall. That wall on the.
I think I got it
Quarter.
once. Those
Yeah.
are what skates are those? Are those gray razors? Those were cool skates. They were super comfy.
Aren't they Shimas
Razor
or something? No.
I think they were the Shimas, but they were super comfy. I remember
Or
when I
they
got
were the
onto
Dre Powells. No, not
Dre
Dre
Powell,
Powells.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they were
That
lacquer.
makes sense.
That was my first brand new pair of razors. I was super stoked with it. Always had the
So
hand-me-downs. And you get your fresh ones. It's like, oof. Cushiony. And they I don't know what it is with razor, but they got that like, they just like feel like it sucks into your foot, you know? Like
No,
these
that
ones
picture
are
on
also
the
cool, but these are very heavy. They're cock heavy, but you can
they're solid
grind
gold.
I
the
love gold.
But that picture on the
No.
right, I actually should have added them. It's a series of photos from that day taken by Sebastian from Fishbrain. And there's that one of us around that statue as well. And if you remember that photo, I should have added. I didn't think of it at the time, but anyway, it's all from that same day, and there's some great photos that he took. Yeah, I'll try credit the photographers as we go for documenting all these amazing.
Yeah, shout out to Sebastian. He was
memories.
a good photographer and used to run the Fishbrain forum. Obviously, that was a great way before social media.
And it was also it wasn't digital, so it's like if you take the photo, it's a one-time. You don't know what you're gonna get. Like it's not like now where you can go back and check on your little preview. There's no preview. It's like just go for it. Very cool.
Got a really nice shot there. Some Cape Town sessions.
Yeah, this was in Paul, I think.
No, this is in
Belleville somewhere.
Belleville.
Yeah.
That was not at this time. We did have the street comp, and this was one of the spots. I think 2002 we did the Keep It Roll street comp, but this was obviously a different time. And did Eric take these photos? Yeah, there's Eric. Shout out Eric.
Shout out to Eric. Yeah.
We would go skate this spot quite often actually, because in this little area there's like 2 or 3 rails. There's another one where at a shopping mall somewhere. It's like a red rail. I think I sent you a photo of that too. But yeah, that was a cool because it's kind of industrial, so everything's closed, so you can skate and no one's going to bother you because obviously we get chased away from a lot of spots. So this was a spot you could skate all day and not worry about getting chased away or anything.
Awesome.
It's a really cool spot. And there's a nice rail.
Yeah, very nice.
Not too high, and it's got a nice drop.
Yeah. What year did you move down to Cape Town, Herm?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. How did that come about? Why did you move? Because you moved from Boksburg to Joburg, and then you and I had that spot in Rosebank.
Yeah.
Then we were in Orange Grove together as well. And then from Orange Grove, you moved. And I think it was for studying, right? Initially.
Yeah. I was studying animation. I think it was 2000 and when did we stay in Orange Grove?
2002.
Yeah, 2002.
Yeah, 2002. Yeah, I think 2003. Yeah, that's right. 2003, 2004. Moved down there for studying, and just ended up liking Cape Town, so I just decided to stay. Hanged out with the crew down here, Steve and Zane, and all these cats down here. They're like a energy for skating. And Steve his mom had this old combi, almost like Brent's combi, that we just used to drive around to Stellenbosch and everywhere on a Saturday and just go skate everywhere and like have a braai afterwards. And good times.
And I remember end of 2003 we stayed at your place on Kloofnek there. It was end of 2003, 2004. It was around there, and yes, you had all of us packed into that little house around you.
Yeah, that was quite a digs.
The digs.
There are a lot of people there. I remember actually waking up one morning from a party which we had at that house, and I walk downstairs to the kitchen. There's some random oak sleeping on the couch by the front door. And I was like, who the hell is this at, dude? Must be one of the friends of one of the other dudes. It happened to be a homeless oak that just happened to walk into the house and decided he was going to doss on the couch. So I made him
everyone's going in there. I'm also missioning with him.
Yeah, no, because we were like five. There were like 5 rooms with 5 different people with 5 different sets of friends. So you never really know.
Yeah.
And people used to come in and out of there all the time. So you don't know who's who. So I just decided, well, I'm tired. I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. So I made him a coffee and told him to go. Yeah, the 89. You remember?
Oh yeah.
That was cool. Daily bread.
6 shots. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a proper feature here. Eh?
Ja, double spread nogal. Ja.
Centerfold.
Centerfold. Put that above the toilet.
Yeah, so these are coup ties.
Cool.
Must have been 2001.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Silver coup ties, and then the Century City on the left.
Yeah, Century City, and then that was close to Randburg. Yeah, that was close to the bus stop rail, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty close to there.
Photography by Keith Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah, Angie was him and Angie were down.
Yeah, I remember we went missioning to get some shots of you, and it was, as you can see on the right here, it would like the sun had just set, so it was just about dark. And then Herman laced the 6 soul grind on, and this rail was high to get onto. It was not an easy rail, so dope shot there.
Yeah, that was a cool one, really cool. Yeah, I remember Angie told me and Cliff, because we also went to Pretoria to the university where we used to skate. I'm sure Frank will remember that. What was the meter rail? It was like a meter high, but it was moose long. Yeah. But there was also another rail that. Cool, thanks. Yeah, there was another rail that was super steep and super high, like full on gangster rail. And Angie was like, if any one of you do this rail, I'll put you on the cover of Daily Bread. I was solid, like, no, it's cool. You got Cliff. You got this. Cliff went up and Cliff was like, yeah. And he went up and he checked it out. He's like, hell no, bro. Nah. Put me in the middle somewhere. It's fine.
on the cover of Daily Bread, in memoriam.
Yeah. Death by cover.
But we ended up skating that rail regardless.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah. I was in Century City.
Century City. Alex Cup.
Yeah. Also, Eric took these photos, I think.
No, this must be Sebastian with the Fishbrain logo branding. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a lekker rail to skate.
Oh, yeah.
Dodge.
Not easy.
Lekker.
Yeah.
This park was nice. In the setup, the park was real nice.
To the Kalami rail.
Yeah, much. Kalami rail was quite deadly.
Yeah.
When it was in its longer phase. Yeah. But that was also a lot of fun when this park was here. We also skated there a lot. Like I skated a lot here with Rene Miller. Remember him?
Shout out Rene.
And Myron. Skated a lot here with Myron as well. Just make missions and go and skate. And yeah. It's fun park.
That was a nice park to skate, yeah.
It was a nice fun box actually, with that hip and everything. Had a nice flow to it. You don't end up in a corner. You can always go somewhere, which was cool. Like, I mean, I remember like in the beginning stage of Kalami, you'd end up in a corner. Until Brent pumped it out and you can just hoy. So I think the nice thing about a skate park is it's got a good flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent's skate parks always had super good flow.
And Bex.
This was at Randy's show.
That's right, Rancho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Quite
I remember-
amazing that the president came to watch the show. I mean, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
That was
that's
Well,
it's
he
amazing.
he was president for 5 days. Remember? It was
I don't
because they
remember.
didn't know at the point they didn't know who, I think so. No. He was the president. It was another dude.
Oh,
But I remember there was like his security outfit, like just behind all these people. And I think Cliff was like, dude, do the bunny ears. Do the bunny ears for the president. See, that's why I'm standing behind him. And I had my no, I was gonna do it. Dude. And I had my bunny ears and I was just about to pop them, like, you know, like behind the president's head. And I looked around and these fucking men in black guys with like, nah, dude. No,
Secret Service was like,
no, you don't do that. Then I was like, okay, cool. I'll just chill.
okay.
But yeah,
He's
that was
actually
cool.
got his hand on Frank's shoulder.
He does. He does.
it's very intimate.
got blessed by the president.
A little squeeze. Little
Frank's
affectionate
looking up.
squeeze.
Like, I'm gonna be somebody one day. The
And Brad
president
is
just
about to
touched
sneeze.
me. Yeah, that was cool.
That was
But
crazy.
But I really wanted a bunny
Jimmy.
earring, but I also didn't want to die.
Bunny ears. Off to Dubai.
People- Yo. Oh, my
Bye,
goodness.
boys.
This was also
Yo,
chaos.
that was fun, huh? Yeah.
That was chaos. I think we were at the back of the plane, as you can see, right at the back, and me and John would distract the air hostess or someone, or it was me, and it was someone distracted the air hostess while the other person snuck a bottle of vodka
More
out of
drinks.
the out of their little stash at the back there, because right at the back is where the fridge is. So we got so wasted on that flight to Dubai. Remember?
No. I remember feeling bad for the normal passengers just traveling.
It was
stuck
so
with this
bad.
group of 20 of us. Like,
So loud.
yeah, no one was
Dude.
sleeping. No one was chilling, watching movies. It was like, yeah, drink
Me
as
and
much
Will-
as possible. And
Me and Will Twala got like escorted after we landed. Yeah. They were like, no,
it flagged
two
you guys. I remember.
Yeah.
Mm.
But Will did have dreadlocks and everything. So they were like, yeah, you know? They're like, no, we don't. So empty your pockets. And I emptied my pockets and I had a lighter in my pocket. And the guy was like, oh, really? So what do you use this for? It's like, no, I burnt my shoelaces. They were too long. So I just burnt my shoelaces. This guy didn't have it. So he started searching our bags. Then he took us all the way to the back and he went full on, like, searched all our bags.
Wow.
Took me and Will into a little room and he did the whole.
No ways.
Yeah.
Cavity search. Ah.
You got the
No,
strip
you
search.
No,
In
I was
Dubai?
in my boxes and he just with a little nutsack. And
Oh,
I was
how's your
like,
father?
is this your job, dude? Oh my god, this is the worst job.
Is this
I
your
feel
job? Or
sorry
your
for
kink?
you. So then I had these
This is in the way.
ass. Yeah, peekaboo. Any drugs? So I'm standing there and he takes my shoe. I had this muff ass like skater shoe. You know how dank our shoes were, like not cool, dude. And in the bottom of my shoe was this black layer of like sweat and dirt and they stank, dude. They were like mank shoes.
From
mank
skating and
skater
just putting
shoes.
your shoe on straight away.
So after this dude did the whole, you know, he scraped with his nail the inside of the bottom of my
Oh.
shoe because he probably thought it looked like hash or something.
Yeah.
But
Is this
that's
hashish?
that. Yeah, he scraped it like this, and at the point I like looked at him, and he like looked at me, and he was down, he's bent down, and his head was like close to my crotch area, and he had my shoe with this mank on his finger, and he just done this, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I feel sorry for you." And he like looked up, and he was like, I could see in his face, it was like, "I hate my life," and then he let me go.
The sadness in his eyes.
The sadness. It's like, oh my God, I just want to go home. What's the time? Ah.
Deep
Yeah.
sadness.
Yeah, and that was a good trip all in all.
Oh man, that's
Skating,
funny.
we did skating shows for Mountain Dew at the time. I remember.
You guys
Brent
did
would
more than
set
one
up-
of these trips, eh?
We did 2. We did one in 2006 and then one in 2007. It was like a lead up to the X Games that was happening there. So we just go
Yeah.
around to random spots. Like this was at a university. We'd take the small little ramp, and then Brent would set it up in places, and we'd do like little shows. And because they've never seen anything like this. Like they were like full on, what the hell are these people doing with their skateboards and rollerblades? And BMX, there was BMXs as well, and breakdancers. So it was a lead up to where Brent had built this whole park actually, and I skated there. Never got to skate in the X Games thing. We were just like the side hustle basically. But we
You guys
made
were
so
the
much
fluffers for the
noise.
X Games.
Yeah, we made so much noise because we had what's the DJ guy?
Switch.
Ready D?
Switch. He came with us. So we'd make like noise and skate, and there'd be dudes like flying over B-boys and swarm. So it was very entertaining to watch rather than watch some skateboarder doing a lame ass run with a moose park where you don't even know. You just hear this music, so everyone would just be drawn to where we were. Whereas some of the other skaters who were in the X Games, they came and skated on our park because our park was cooler than their park because it was just like this lame ass flat setup,
Yeah.
We got to meet Angie, and Takeshi was there, I think.
Sick.
Yeah, Eita and Takeshi, I think.
Eita and Takeshi.
Fabiola, obviously, we saw the photos from some of that in the previous episodes. And I think these photos here, because yes, they were so rad. I haven't seen a lot of these. They're not online or anything, but I think Tyra and Bradley took all these
I actually
photos.
got a lot. I got a lot of these photos. I got a lot of cool ones of Steve Crick, actually. Yeah,
you
that
guys
was
also
fun.
fought a lot for Stereotype in Dubai, didn't you?
I think it was for Monsters.
Oh, for
Because
Monsters,
Stereotype
yes.
had come out
Yeah, that was
2005.
for Monsters, yeah.
And then these trips were the following 2 years. And then Monsters in the Dark came out 2008, I think.
Right.
Yeah. And I did a separate edit. I don't know, just Dubai, where I put all the footage from this trip.
I remember that.
And there's some sick stunts in there.
Chris and Steve going buck wild.
Yeah. Remember that did a big rail.
That big king rail. Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, yes, dude. Yeah, you dominated on this little mini ramp as well. It was about an 8-foot, I think. Huh?
Oh, that's nice.
No, it was like a ramp, eh?
And red.
Wasn't it the same size as the quarters at Kailami? Similar.
Something
I think the transition was like bigger. Like this would almost lead up to like a vert transition, whereas the ones at Kailami was a 5-foot transition. I think this is an 8-foot. I mean, you can see on the ramp it hasn't even gone like vert yet. You can still but it was nice because you can get a nice pop off it.
It was big enough for you to unleash your dew, eh?
Unleash the beast from the east.
Oh, nice. Doubles.
Doubles, doubling up.
Yeah, I dig that photo, eh? That'll be a good memory for the rest of time for me, Herms. Shot for that one. So sick to share that time with you.
Yeah, that was
Um,
cool. That's
yeah.
really cool.
We had a little routine worked out, I think, even like
Yeah.
Fakey air.
Fakey to fakey.
Yeah.
540. Then
Stalls.
like a stall, and then a hand plant, and yeah.
But you had some rad ones. So they're coming up with Puddy and with Will Swallow. There's a sick photo. You had some nice over and unders with Puddy.
Over and unders, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they were
You
pretty
dig-
nervous about that. They were like, I don't know, bro. But Will, there's my partner in crime.
So sick.
Yeah, that's rad.
He's also,
Such a rad
he's
photo
also
as well.
from Boksburg,
Yeah.
from my hood.
Okay.
So I would skate with him, actually. This was the dude that when I was rollerblading, he would skateboard, and we both from the
Really,
same
eh?
area.
Yo,
Yeah.
he must have been a lighty then, though.
Yeah, he was
Isn't he a
small.
few years younger than us?
Mm.
I also thought so.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, he's how old was he? Yeah, I'm not sure. It's
Anyway.
probably like 40, I don't know, 30 in his late 30s now. Not even, I don't know. Black don't crack.
Sick shot on the palm tree here. Who took
Yeah,
this
dude.
picture? Tyrone.
I think this is all Tyrone
think it's-
Bradley. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Such
had the
a
whole
sick
fisheye
Nice
fisheye
fisheye,
vibes
yeah.
there.
Very cool.
Dope.
Yeah, there's a cool little spot to skate. There had all these little I know you can't really see the wedge there, but
All those
there was
bangs.
like a little
Oh,
bank.
there's a bank up to the tree. Ah, nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't really see it now because it's that
But
whole they went everywhere around. It's
But there was
there's a
footage of
clip-
this in Monsters, eh?
and on John's edit. There's a,
Okay,
Yeah, it's
we'll,
definitely on there.
probably
we'll
the
link
only
to that
section
video.
ever of myself. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
There. It was hot. That place is hot. Just,
It must have been so hot there.
I mean, we were dying. I remember when we would rock up and do the shows, the ramps were made out of metal, so it's like, and they're black, so
Yeah,
oh,
melting.
Will-
What time?
smelting.
Yeah, was it summer up there? Like, can you remember what time of year you guys went there?
think
I
it
don't
was
even think it
winter,
was summer. Yeah, I don't
I
think
think it was
even
winter.
summer. Mm.
but I don't
Scorching.
think they have. They don't have. It's just hot. It's
Yeah, it's all summer.
heat. Just scorching all the time. I remember it was the first time we had aircon constantly blowing in your hotel room, and your sinuses would get so like clogged. I don't know if you remember
Oof.
that, John.
Mm.
I remember this.
This was outside that club, and this is
night
probably
club.
about 10 o'clock at night. Yeah,
Yeah.
like we did a demo and then went into then we went in and enjoyed the rest of our evening. But
They
I remember being
invited
dead
us into
tired
the
for this, bro.
nightclub.
I think, remember how tired? I think we'd been traveling the whole day. We had already done other shows, and then like to do a show at 10 at night, and it's not like like a easy show. These, as you can see, over under is like proper skating.
Yeah.
But obviously,
And I
just
remember
left it
also-
up, to Herman to handle the business.
I remember also because of the heat, it was so hot, and at night,
Mm.
like it's kind of like the Mountain Dew sets for reals. So the ramp was like kind of slippery. It had a bit of like
Mm.
water to it, so was kind of hard to skate because it's a bit wet. But we
Sure.
managed. Then we went into the club, and there was the weirdest thing. They had like these like Asian chicks like dancing, and it was
Dubai
just
is
a
a
weird
weird place.
karaoke, and they were karaokeing, and it was very strange.
And
And
alcohol?
yeah,
or
like,
Yeah.
no.
Behind
okay.
closed doors, there you could consume.
You can drink. Okay.
Mm.
I don't think it was it was a Filipino club, so it was kind of like
Yeah, it was like
separate.
expats and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so not
it was very
halal then.
strange. No, definitely not.
Yeah, but these are great photos. You're so well
Really
documented.
cool.
Nice one, Tyrone.
So sick.
Laka. Oh, that was the first skate park in Stellenbosch.
Chris's
The
bar.
shed.
Chris's
shed.
Ah,
It was called the shed, wasn't it?
the
The
shed.
think
shed,
so.
yeah.
I remember how this started actually. I got a buddy of mine built a mini ramp bowl. The bowl's still there. So they used the bowl at Waterfront, built the bowl, and then they were like, they wanted to break it down, so they just parked it in a parking lot somewhere in the Waterfront, and then people would go skate like these parts of this bowl and then hurt themselves. So they were like, no, we need to get this thing off the property because we don't want like lawsuits or whatever because people hurting themselves with this like debris of ramps lying around the parking lot. So they got hold of the guy who built the bowl, and I happened to know him, speak to him the one day, and he was like, do you want a bowl? Like, remember that bowl? Do you want it? I'm
Sure.
like, yeah, sure. So cool. If you can go pick it up, you know, you can have it.
It's
So I
yours.
was like, well, I don't really know how to do that. I don't have like, you know, I'm just gonna carry it down the road or what. So then I told Chris about this bowl, and then he got his church involved, and they went and they picked it up,
Yes.
and then they put it in this warehouse, and then they just started building all these other ramps and stuff. So this is how this thing came about. All these,
Yeah,
the
dude.
bowl's still
Chris-
there today.
Mm.
Okay.
He
Chris shared
redid
that
it
story
recently.
with us. So cool.
Yeah. So I felt like I had
okay.
a bit of a part in like starting up a skate park.
Nice.
I always tune Chris when I go check him. I'm like, how's my bowl doing there, bro?
Yeah. Still keeping it for me.
Yeah.
Keeping it fresh.
Yeah, his
Keep it
park's
warm.
looking sick now. I think he's finished the bowl. I think he's finished it now. Frank, have you seen?
Mm.
I think he has, yeah. Chris
So
doesn't
they-
play around. He like, when he does it proper.
Mm.
You know, I actually drove past this rail the other day on the right. It's in Stellenbosch.
Where is that? Oh, Stellies.
Stellenbosch by the fruit and veg.
Yeah, that one must be fast.
It's fast, yeah.
Yeah,
All
flat on
finished.
Super
top.
fast.
And both photos from Eric, I think, huh?
Eric,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocking the
Nice.
roll
Very
one
nice.
still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've still got
Nice.
one of that print shirt.
But by this time, you've already moved to Cape Town. You've been there for a while, or
Yeah. They've been there for quite a while.
Yeah, this must also be 2007, 8, around there.
Yeah.
Just after years.
Yeah, we would. This is all around about the same time, except for the one on the right. That was with
Yeah,
the
where is that?
That's the
Oh,
one on
that's
the
more
right.
recent. Yeah.
That's Chris's new park. Yeah,
New Park. Okay.
that's in Somerset West. close to
Somerset West. Park,
Stellenbosch.
yeah.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yes, Eric's photos are always so good.
Yeah. Kills it.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the
Nice.
best photographers in South Africa for extreme sports.
For
Oh,
sure.
definitely.
Yeah. I don't know who took the photo on the right. I'm not sure. It wasn't a really good trick anyway. It looks like a
Gotta
failed
raise your game, bro.
macchio attempt. No, this is this is the late days. This is me just trying to fucking stay on my feet here.
Yeah. There's the gold members.
There it
Joburg
is.
City.
Gold members.
The city of
that's-
gold.
Yeah, that's Cape Town.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sure, bro?
Yep. That's Strand Street at the back.
Yep.
Okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Looked very Joburgy.
It
That was
does.
me and Myron went for a little sesh one day. It's really cool.
Sick.
Rad
Who
photos.
took these pictures?
That was Myron.
Cool.
Shout outs to Myron.
Yeah. It was basically just me and him. We just went on a little solo. I should have put some pics of him in as well. I'll send some to you, the other pics.
He
Maybe
can have his
get him.
turn another time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. But yeah, it was just a cool little marble curb you know, and I would just go and skate it, and there's
Yeah,
a spot
looks like
there.
nice.
Yeah, cool lack of curb.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that curb we used to skate in. That's probably what you were thinking of, John.
Yeah,
That
it
black
looks like
curb.
Joburg. Mm.
Yeah,
That
that's
we
what I
used to
thought.
skate.
Just up
Yeah.
close to Standard Bank, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was
I
like
think that's it for the pictures.
Yeah, that's it for the pictures. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it didn't
Cool.
really capture your full history and the.
No, we'll have to get you back on. I'm sure we've got more. We've got so many.
There is a lot more, and I mean, you've
Yeah.
come up in all of the ones we've already done, but hopefully it just adds another piece to the puzzle that we're putting together. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I must have, because I was always skating, so I was always skating or taking the photos. I don't think there would be a lot of footage or pics of me. Those are all the pics I could find, really, of myself. You know,
I'm sure other people also has photos of you, because I remember when the Kyalami comps went on over the years, we took a lot of pictures there, and we took pictures of everyone, not just of ourselves, you know. So we have pictures of you and of Cliff and of John and of Byron and Matt and everyone.
Yeah.
So I'm sure
just gotta
more
sort them
pictures
out.
will come around, you know.
And I
We'll
think,
see.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. There must be some mystery shots out there, you know. But yeah, like me and John used to just have behind the camera with African Link, you know. We did film ourselves and stuff, but it was more about filming, you know, like someone else's tricks. And
Yeah.
Cliff was a big feature there. I mean, he's the ultimate entertainer, and like, and yeah. What can we say?
So can I ask you one more question? Do you know how many national comps you won?
Sure.
How many comps did you win? You must have
Bring
won
out the
most.
medals, bro.
I have one of them. I have one of your
What's that
medals.
called?
Yeah, I've given them away.
Given
Everyone, when they come to my house, gets a complimentary medal.
complimental.
Take part, you can have a medal.
Yeah. Here's an LG one from the
Silver
LG.
medal bri for today.
Dude, I would say you probably won everything from 95 until the end, really. Until the competition stopped. There was no one. Yeah, I mean, you were consistently in the top 5 for 20 years. You know what I mean?
I would say around there, yeah.
Because I mean, you
were
kind
always
of
on the
had to
podium,
enter.
bro. I don't think
You had
there's
to enter. You
ever-
didn't really have a choice.
Kind of had to, yeah.
Beyond a certain point of sponsorship and stuff. So you were at everyone.
But also, you
And I
want to
think-
skate, you know, you want to
Sure.
have that drive. So
Yeah.
it's not like you feel like, oh, I've got to skate. Like, you know, you kind of want to. You get amped up by other people skating, and you know, you check people doing tricks. And I mean, one of the coolest tricks I've seen is you doing an alley fish brain down the bus stop. That's like mind blowing.
Yeah, dude.
It's like one of my favorite
Yeah.
tricks, and
Shocked,
B as well did a swell down that rail, you know. And I've seen Frank Bio off a ramp in Germany, and everyone was like, "What the fuck, dude? Who's this guy?" You know. And so we've all done stuff that is like, you know, I wouldn't do what you do. I wouldn't do a leap fish brain down the bus stop rail. Like, it's no way.
Everyone had
I'd kill myself.
the things they were comfortable with. But I think what separated you a little bit more so in the competition is you handled the pressure really well, and you thought about your run, you practiced your lines, you were consistent, and you wanted to win. Like, I think I think, like, I'll just speak for myself. Like, I think I probably got a bit too nervous and caught up in the whole thing of having to perform at the certain exact time. and enjoyed the whole event more, but I didn't actually enjoy my run and having to compete. Like I didn't really enjoy that. Whereas you, I don't know if you enjoyed it, well, you can tell me, but you definitely excelled at it and thrived under that pressure, and in that setting, you sort of shined. You know, you always pulled through. You never fumbled the ball in those moments. You know.
Yeah.
I think also it all depends if you land your first trick or not. You know, like if you miss your first trick, the rest of your runs, you know, then you picking up stompies. Yeah. So as soon as you always start with a banger, and if you hit the banger, then it's like you get that energy and then you just go, you know.
Yeah.
But it's also a very weird format of I think the formats of competitions have changed. That whole run thing, it's more like a dance, you know. Now it's more like
a little bit
based.
Yeah,
you know,
more session.
It was more session, and not so much one oak, you know, just having the park all to himself. And it's more like who can stand out from the crowd, you know, you can use that to look for, you know. And I think back then, like you said, everyone wants to win. I mean, some couple of extra bucks in your pocket, you know.
And the glory. Yeah, I mean, I think John's right.
And the
though.
glory.
Like, I don't remember anyone being on the podium as much as you and Cliff. And like for me, you guys were always the favorites. Like every competition was like bound to be a close battle between you and Cliff. The consistency and the amplitude of the tricks and the line choices, and just not falling and doing some really big stunts. So
and then on the vert, it was always against you and Schmidt.
Okay.
You're being summoned. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for your time, Herman. That was great to catch up with you, bro. Glad we finally had you on here, and we're gonna get you on for the stereotype watch party. Okay, you got to join us for that.
That should be good.
Okay, we'll have some drinks and we'll catch up together. Thanks, Herm.
Thanks for the chat, guys.
Bro.
Appreciate you. Cheers, brother.
Guys. Cheers.
Bye.